What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Big C6 back today doing another video. First of all, if I want to say to anybody new to my channel, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for coming over to the channel. Anybody who has been here before, watched my videos, and has been subscribed for a while or whatever, thank you very much for coming back and continuing to watch my videos. Now, let's get on to today's subject. I wasn't going to do this video, but I'm going to put my opinion in this because I do play the wrestling games. So, let's talk about WWE 2K24's tweet, or whatever the hell you want to call them, because now it's X. They posted something on Twitter. I'm not going to call it X, I'm going to call it Twitter because that's what I know it as. They posted something on Twitter, 1/22/2024. And then they posted a picture after that with a picture of a special guest referee shirt. And everybody is blowing a gasket about this. Oh my God, special guest referee's coming back, da-da-da-da-da, this and that. Well, guess what? You guys, we all might be right. We all might finally be getting special guest referee matches. However, this is what I think 2K is going to do. We're either going to get the special guest referee match in either maybe a 40 years of WrestleMania showcase mode, or somewhere in My Rise, and that's it. We're not going to get it in Exhibition. We're not going to be able to play it in Exhibition. We're only going to be able to play it in one of those modes. And one of the reasons they would do this is because they want fans to keep going back and replaying that match. Now, that's a possibility. The other possibility could be they are going to give us special guest referee, but if they do, I have a weird feeling that they might just water it down. And let me explain to you guys why I say this. Because if you look at the pattern that 2K does every year, when they first brought back GM mode, okay, it was literally a half-ass attempt just to get the fans drawn in. Fans were happy, excited. I don't play GM mode, so I don't really give a damn. Anyway, it was a new mode. Next year came, they added new stuff to it. It made it, a little bit better. Fans were pretty excited for that. But they have not in a very long time give us any new... Well, I take that back. Yes, they did. 2K23, I believe it was. I think it was 23. They gave us the... what the hell is that match called? Fuck. War Games. So they did give us one new match type. Now, do I think there's a possibility that they could give us a couple this year? It would be great to get like the special guest referee match and maybe like casket match, or somehow Buried Alive, or I Quit, where you go around the arena with the microphone like old days and ask them stuff like that. Now, if you watch, I think it was an interview with Brian Williams or whatever his name is, if I'm not mistaken, I think he said it's harder now to do things than it was back then. My question is this: how would it be harder to do something now than it was back then when they did it back then? And they made it look easy. Create a finisher. Hell, man, the crazy ass shit you could do with create a finisher. They had all these different create modes back then. And no one complained. Everybody was happy with the games. After THQ closed and 2K got the game rights, they literally watered these games down so bad. Okay, I know they're going for realism. I know they're making the graphics look pretty good, but why haven't you guys given us what we've asked for? We want a new updated universe mode. We have not yet got that. You're giving us this bullshit that is My Faction that we never even asked for, mind you. Never asked for this. And a lot of people don't even play My fucking Faction. I've never touched My Faction at all. Do not like it, cannot stand it. Not only do you give us My Faction, but you lock the My Faction models behind that mode. Why? Why would you do that? At least if you're going to have the models in My Faction, at least sell them to us for like $1 then. Because you guys want to make money, you're making us spend money in this shitty ass mode that half of us don't even like. Nor do we fucking play. So I think if 2K should, but they're not going to, because We all know they're not going to. I think they should just remove my faction from the games completely. Come up with a completely different game mode, because my faction is just stupid. I have never touched my faction at all. I skip right past it. Just like GM mode, I don't even fuck with GM mode. GM mode to me is just nothing. Like, I don't even touch it. I have messed with it a couple times. It bores the hell out of me. I'm sorry. But as far as the t-shirt goes that we all seen, it was a special guest referee shirt with the cut-off sleeves, and then the Stone Cold Steve Austin was tagged in it. Now, this could mean a couple things. One, we could get a match if they do 40 years of WrestleMania where Stone Cold referees one of the matches in. The only match Stone Cold ever wore a referee shirt in was the match with Vince McMahon and Donald Trump, where he got to shave Vince McMahon's head. Do I think they're going to incorporate that match into the game? No. And let me explain to you why. Donald Trump is trying to run for office. Donald Trump does not want his likeness or motto or character in a video game that is promoting violence. That's bad. That looks bad for him. So they could add that shirt on Stone Cold in a different match in the 40 years of WrestleMania. If they only do this and they only give us the 40 years of WrestleMania special guest referee match and that's it, there will be a lot of pissed off fans. I'll tell you that right now. So 2K, if somehow you manage to stumble across this video, which I'm pretty sure you won't because I'm not that big of a channel, but if you do, listen, do not, under no circumstances, reveal this match and it only be a, my faction, or not my faction, but, my Rise or a only, you can play it in only like 40 years of WrestleMania showcase mode or whatever the hell. Please do not do that. You guys will get ate alive doing that kind of stuff. Or they could give it to us in, like I said, My Rise, or it could be, they could give it to us in 40 years of WrestleMania showcase or My Rise. Going through My Rise, if they update the story, they make the story better, and they do give us a special guest referee match in there, and let's say they give it to us, the special guest referee match, My Rise, and if you win the match or whatever, you unlock it, that will be awesome, because then we'll finally have the special guest referee match back. And if they do give it to us in exhibition, I think they're going to water it down. Let me explain to you guys why I say this. You guys got to understand, 2K has a pattern. Every single year when they announce something new, what they end up doing is they end up giving us a game and they introduce a new mode to us. And it's like very, very like end of the cycle type of mode. Like, for example, let's say they do give us special guest referee. Everybody's going to want a special guest referee match in every single match type, except for like ladder matches and stuff like that. I want to see it in like 1-on-1, 2-on-2, handicap matches, 6-man, whatever. Like, that would be awesome. But I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to either give it to us in just 1-on-1 matches, 1-on-1 matches, and 2-on-2 matches, or it's only going to be a single player match. That's it. Which, yeah, it's going to make the fans frustrated, but at the same time, it's going to still give us an extra match type. But I also think they're going to water it down, as in, back in whatever the hell the last wrestling game was that had the special guest referee matches, back then you could check the person and see if they wanted to quit. You could see if they wanted to tap out. You could count up 1, 2 when they were outside the ring, or you could count really fast. I really don't think they're going to give us all these different animations and stuff for the game, only because they want something to work on next year. So what they'll do is they'll just throw the shit in there, something that they did real fast or whatever, they threw together. Oh, it works, okay, bam, let's put that in there. Oh, they got their special guest referee match. Boom, whatever the hell, there it is. Then next year, they're going to add extra stuff to it. If they do, they do. At least we have the match back. But if they're going to do that, the one thing I'm asking for is, if we're going to have the special guest referee match, let it be for any wrestler in the game, any manager in the game. Meaning, you create a wrestler or a faction, for example. Let's say your faction, one of the faction members is going for a championship, and you want to be the special guest referee and screw the other person over. You can do that. But I want that person to come out, whoever the special guest referee is, with the referee shirt on, and pretty much be announced as a special guest referee, because that brings more authenticity to the match. You know what I'm saying? Do I think we're going to get maybe another match or two? I'm hoping so. I'm hoping they give us at least 3 matches total, like new match types total. And then maybe next year they give us another maybe 2 or 3. It would be great. Like, let's say each year they add more match types. That would be awesome. I'm not 100% sure whether they're going to give us 2 extra match types, except for special guest referee. If they don't, they don't. You know, we're suckers. We're going to buy the game anyway, regardless. Unfortunately, like I said, if they do give us special guest referee, we'll find out on Monday, January 22nd, because that's the day they're supposed to reveal the big reveal. I'm hoping we're going to get like some kind of a small trailer, who the cover star is, and then like we did with John Cena's, we're going to have like 3 different editions, and then each one you get this, and then let's say you get the Icon edition and you get to play the game 4 days early or whatever. And they're going to give us maybe the pre-order bonuses, which I'm almost guaranteeing you guys. I'm almost 100% sure. I might be wrong, but I'm thinking they're going to give us CM Punk as a pre-order bonus because they know CM Punk draws money. So they're going to probably go back and take his old character from whatever the last game was he was in. They're going to bring that up. They're going to update it a lot, give him all his new stuff, make him look more newer, and give him us that as pre-order bonus. And maybe Pat McAfee or whoever else. Now, am I going to say they're going to do a Bray Wyatt showcase this year? Unfortunately, I don't think they had enough time to do the whole showcase for Bray Wyatt before he passed. Do I see them possibly doing that next year's game and having Bray as a cover star? That would be great. In a way to pay homage to Bray Wyatt, that would be awesome. Let's say, even if they gave us, let's say next year, they gave us a different cover star, okay? But maybe like the Icon edition is the Bray Wyatt edition, and that gives you Bray on the cover with, let's say they do like the 3 faces of Bray Wyatt. You get Bray Wyatt in the middle, the Fiend on one side, and then the next mask that he just debuted last time he was there, that mask. And like, say they do that, and then they add in like a Bray Wyatt showcase, or they add something really special in My Rise with Bray Wyatt. That would be awesome, because the more they can make money off Bray Wyatt for his family and JoJo, the more I think that's going to benefit Bray's family and Bray's kids and JoJo and whoever else. Unfortunately, you guys, we have to wait until Monday to figure this all out. But this week will probably fly by. Monday will come, and I hope to God that we do not get disappointed in this whole thing. Because 2K has that tendency of hyping shit up, and then when the time comes, it's mediocre at best. I love the 2K series, do not get me wrong. But the one game I am the most hyped for of any wrestling game that's ever come out is the Wrestling Code. Why? Because I know the boys at Virtual Basement are over there and they're busting their asses to give us an experience for a wrestling game that we have never seen before. Something that we have never experienced before. If you guys watch this and you understand, you know what I'm saying, okay, and you're probably going to leave it in the comment section below, man, Wrestling Code's taking forever, you know, yada, yada, yada. Listen, let me tell you guys something. Not only, these guys are not really what's called an indie developer, but they're a smaller studio. So, yes, they're not having them and whoever else work on the game. It's just Virtual Basement. So, let's say, for example, THQ Nordic and Ukes was working on the AEW Fight Forever video game. That was 2 different people. It's just Virtual Basement working on this game. And so far, the models that I have seen, that Scott Steiner model blew me away, dude. If the models can look like that in the game, like as we play them, it's going to look fucking phenomenal. The Tony Cini thing in Grimm's backyard, that looked great to me. Now, do I think that's what the game is going to look like when the game comes out? Hell no. I think it's going to look way better than that. It's going to be way more polished. We're going to have... I think they're going to give us something that 2K has not given us. They're going to give us extremely extensive created wrestler mode. They're going to give us an extremely extensive create a championship and create an arena and whatever else. Like, they're going to I think we're going to have full control to do whatever the hell we want in this game, no matter what. They're going to give us a thing called promotional manager mode, which I think is going to blow GM mode out of the damn water. That I might play. Any other damn modes that Virtual Basement gives us, I think what's going to happen is Virtual Basement is going to do this. The game's going to start making shit tons of money. People's going to start talking about it. And it's going to possibly be maybe the best wrestling game of all time. And I think what's going to happen is THQ is going to take a look at this game and be like, holy cow. Like, this little studio did all this. And this is what we give our fans every year. Let's take a step back and let's revamp this whole thing and let's start fresh and come up with something new. Because I think 2K24 may be the last time we're going to get any 2K games on last gen consoles. I think they're all going to be focused on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC after that. So 2K25 and up, I think they're only going to be next gen titles. Now, do I think that Virtual Basement's game is going to be better than THQ's? Yes and no. I say yes because what I've already seen I've loved. No, as in these guys who are doing this game, this is a passion project. So they know, okay, we got one friggin' shot at this. One shot. And if we fuck this up, we're never going to make another wrestling game or possibly another video game, period. So they're taking their time. Now, as far as you guys who all say, oh, this game is fake, it's not coming out, listen to me. If you think about this, why would there be YouTubers? For example, Ernest, he's doing video capture, video things for the Wrestling Code Virtual Basement. And then you have a YouTuber like Viking Size Gamer. He's working with Virtual Basement on the promotional manager mode. And then you have the one guy that I even have on my Xbox and stuff. And he's even talked very highly of the game, said he's even seen the game. And that is Dre41 Gaming. Listen to me. Why would these guys get on YouTube and make these videos to talk about a game that's not real? Why would they do that? That's what nobody seems to think about. They're not going to get on YouTube and lie about a game and be like, yeah, this game, blah, 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 and then lie about it. No. If you go to Dre41's channel, there's a video with him and I think it's a guy named Mr. Ghost. They're talking to each other and they're talking about what they can and cannot talk about. Okay? And he said that what he's already seen in this game blew his mind. It's going to blow our minds. If they can do the things in this game that 2K has not been able to do, it's going to prove that 2K has been lying to us this entire time. And they can actually do more than what they are telling us they can do. Because what a lot of people probably don't realize is 2K actually falls under the umbrella of Take-Two Interactive, which is Take-Two is the huge-ass company that owns Rockstar Games, who's done Red Dead Redemption, and they're coming out with GTA 6. Bro, GTA 6 just looks fucking phenomenal. That game is going to be extremely huge. Like, Take-Two is their, I would say, like, the grandfather of gaming. That's one of probably the biggest game company out there. They own multiple different little companies, like Rockstar, who makes the, like I said, who makes Red Dead Redemption, and they made Bully, and they made Max Payne, and they made GTA. They own Rockstar, they own 2K. So any of the 2K games or any of that comes out, any of these studios, they also make the Mafia franchise. So they own Hangar 13 as well, that's another game I'm excited for. So you guys got to understand this. 2K and Take-Two want to make as much money as possible. So they're going to do what they can to put in microtransactions in these games. Which, yes, I think it's wrong. But we're going to have to see what Monday brings. Because I'm hyped for 2K24 for the meantime. However, if they give us this like they did last year. They showed the cover star in the game. Now, last year, I'm not going to lie, like that John Cena thing and the showcase, like how they showed bits and pieces of the gameplay, that looked friggin' phenomenal. It looked great. However, this year, they need to step their game up, like, big time. I love 2K23. I play that game almost every day. Well, not every day, but I play it a lot. Hey. Oh. Sorry about that, you guys. My dogs were barking. I didn't want to get it in the video. That would have been really loud. Anyway, back to what I was saying. 2K is going to do what they can to make this game the best they can. Now, if WWE would give these guys a longer window to work on these games, let's say a year and a half, we would probably get way better games. We'd probably get more in the games. But they only give them a year and a half. And then they turn around and say, oh, well, we only had 8 months to work on the game. My question is this. How do you only have 8 months? If you start working on the game, like let's say they started working on 2K24 right after 2K23 came out. So the day 2K23 came out, maybe the day after that. They started working on it from then all the way till the day it comes out. That is 1 full year. Okay? They have the whole year to get this game to do whatever. I know it's hard to make games in 1 year, but we're going to see what 2K24 brings to the table. Do I think it's going to be a copy and paste? Do you guys think it's going to be a copy and paste? Leave it in the comment section down below and let me know. But until next time, you guys, it's been your boy Big C6, and I'm out. Peace.